When an air conditioning technician comes out to a home because an air conditioner has failed in the summertime, one of the most common causes of that failure is a lack of maintenance. So one of the major things that we're looking for when we come out to check an air conditioner is the presence of dirt. And when we find it, we'll explain to you what can be done and then perform those services with your authorization. When we're doing the outdoor condenser cleaning, we actually disassemble this machine so that we take all of the guards off of it. The top cover comes off, the surrounding guards. Some air conditioners have mesh here. We'll remove all of that so that we can wash it from the inside out properly. And once that's clean and we know that everything's functioning to its capacity, then we can do things like check refrigerant level, make sure that the fan speed is correct, that we're pushing the correct amount of air across the indoor coil. Additionally, there's a couple of components in the outdoor unit that fail very frequently. Those two units are the capacitor and the contactors. Now, there's a gigantic compressor that sits inside that air conditioner. That's the engine that runs this whole machine, and it takes a lot of electricity. The capacitor and the contactors are the gateway of that electricity coming into that machine. So they get a lot of pressure, a lot of electricity on, off. Every time it does that, we're putting them under a ton of pressure, and those are most commonly the components that fail on air conditioners. Now, here's an important point to consider. The indoor coil, if we take a look at one from the bottom, is protected by a filter that's attached to your furnace. Now imagine what happens if that filter gets plugged and dirt starts to pass through it, or it just gets removed. And we see this on a regular basis. If the filter is removed, this becomes your filter. We pull your air conditioner apart and we take a look on the inside, and what we're going to notice is this is going to be caked full of dirt. And now that becomes expensive to clean because it's attached to your furnace and you have to disconnect it, and there's a whole bunch of things that have to happen. So let's get it clean. Let's check that you have the correct refrigerant levels. Let's check that you have the correct amount of airflow, and then let's check for the most common failures that occur. And once we've got all that information, we'll give you some great options, and with your authorization, proceed with the work while the technician's still there at your home. So when it's time to check your air conditioner, call Charlton & Hill Home Services, the air conditioning professionals you can trust.